If you have a Mercury Mariner, Ford Escape, or Mazda Tribute from 02 to about 2012, chances are you have front end rattle, especially if it has over 50,000 miles. The common known problem are these stabilizer links. Now these are the same on both sides. These fail and it causes a lot of rattle noise in your front end, especially when turning. Good thing is these are cheap and easy to replace, and in this video we'll go step by step. I'll show you how to replace these. Now if you do have front end rattle, this is one of the first things you're probably going to want to check for. You could also maybe have a broken strut mount, although not nearly as common as these broken stabilizer links. So we're going to go through this, get these changed out, and end that front end rattle. And with the wheel off, you can easily see the stabilizer link right here. This is what we're going to have to remove and replace. And it's going to be very helpful if you spray some penetrating oil on the nuts before you try to remove them. Now to remove this nut, you can maybe get lucky like I just did. I didn't have to use an Allen key. I just simply used a 14mm socket and the nut came right off. Now if yours is kind of rusty, you're going to need a 5mm Allen key. That's going to go in the end of that stud, and a 14mm open end wrench, and then you'll be able to get the nut off that way. Once you have the two 14mm nuts off, you can simply pull your stabilizer link out of the way, and take notice at how sloppy this is compared to your new one. This end here is pretty tight on this one, but this one here is really sloppy and loose. So if you take a look at the new one, it's extremely tight. That's where a lot of the rattle is coming from. Now look how much beefier this Moog stabilizer link is from the original factory one. Another thing to notice, this factory one has no grease zerts, where this one from Moog has a grease zert. Go ahead and shoot a little bit of synthetic grease in there. They come pre-greased, but it doesn't hurt to shoot a little grease in there every now and then. Maybe when you do an oil change, just give it a pump or two. Now I've replaced a lot of these over the years, and sometimes you have to grind a little bit off of this stud on this new Moog stabilizer link. The stud length is about the same, but the thickness up here at the head is much thicker. So it makes it a little difficult to get the stud back behind there in this top hole. The bottom one usually fits just fine. Some of them I've not had to grind, they just fit right in. This one is a little tight, so I'm going to take a grinder and grind off about 1/8 inch of this stud to get it back in this hole. What I'm going to use is a 4.5 inch angle grinder. I'll put a link in the description for one of these off Amazon. These things come in real handy around the house. I'm just going to take off about 1/8 inch on this stud and should pop right back in place. I highly recommend you put a little bit of blue thread locker on the threads. And the new nut from Moog is a little bit bigger. It's going to be a 15mm. So go ahead and put that nut on there. We'll get the bottom one in place and tighten it all up. With the Moogs, you're going to need a 18mm open end wrench, and you'll be able to hold it right there on that inside nut, and then you can tighten up the outside nut. And that is the new Moog stabilizer link, completely installed on the driver's side. Go ahead and do the same thing on the passenger side. This is a 2007 Mercury Mariner. That's the part number for these stabilizer links. I'll put a link in the description below how to buy these through Amazon. They're pretty much the cheapest place to buy them. Just make sure you have the correct year, make, and model, and you get the correct one of these. They only made a couple different ones, so just double check that you have the correct part before putting it on or ordering it. Congratulations on changing your own stabilizer links. You've saved yourself a lot of time and money by doing it yourself and not taking it to a dealer. You've learned a little bit about your vehicle itself along the way. Now by no means does this fix every front end rattle in these vehicles, but it is a cheap, common part that goes bad on these vehicles, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to fix all rattles, if not about 90% of them. I'm going to put links in the description below for everything I've used. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.